Grace and peace to you on this Holy Thursday, April 9th. I just wanted to give a bit of an outline of what the remainder of this Holy Week might look like for us. Tonight, 7 p.m. Q&A on communion. There's also a liturgy that's been posted on Facebook and also on the church's website in the news section, and I think it's also in the COVID resources section. That liturgy is something that you can use at home, alone, with friends. It's a PDF that has clickable links that are located in it that you can use to access hymns on YouTube if you would like to use that. And then tomorrow we'll do an adapted version of the Veneration of the Cross as we normally do here at Atonement. So you might want to, just as a heads up, find a cross that you might want to use for that. Also, the liturgy for tonight invites you to use a bowl of water. If you would like, candles are always, nice to use. I would also want to talk a little bit about the challenging language that sometimes appears in these liturgies. And by that, I mean the language about loneliness and isolation, because that's something that Jesus experienced in these days as he headed towards the cross. He was abandoned by his disciples. He felt separated from God, even as he cries out on the cross, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And those can be difficult in normal circumstances, challenging texts when things were what we called normal. And now, those hit home in a way that I've not experienced before. And so I would invite you to not pull yourself away from that. I say that because I think we're grieving right now, and we need to move through some emotions in order to experience this in emotionally and spiritually healthy ways. I think also if we engage in these texts, we'll find a kind of grace present in them. And I say that because I think what the texts are inviting us into is a moment when we realize that, as Christians, we believe that Jesus was God incarnate, or, that Jesus is God among us as one of us. And that in that experience of being human, God felt isolation. God felt separation from other people. God felt separation from the divine. And as Hebrews says, the letter to the Hebrews says that in Jesus we now have a high priest who is not unacquainted with our suffering, with our experience, that we have someone interceding for us who knows what it's like to be human, that we have God interceding on our own behalf who knows what this experience is like. And I think hearing it from the Psalms, we also hear that this is not the first time that the people of God have experienced separation and isolation and feelings of loneliness and abandonment. And yet those came to an end. There was an Easter, a resurrection for them. There was a moment where they were brought back into community, and that is a promise that extends also to us. So in this moment, I invite you to move into these readings, to let them become kind of your universe for the moment, and let your feelings happen, because we're grieving. We're grieving all the things that we feel that we've lost or that we have lost, and we're trying to process that. And I think a healthy way of doing that is letting ourselves feel these things and moving through them. What we worry about is getting stuck in emotions, and that is bad when we feel stuck with an emotion. And if you're feeling that, then I invite you to reach out to a friend, someone you trust, reach out to me, and and have some support in this moment, moving through that as best as we're able to do in these circumstances. So um, I just wanted to name those things and say, the readings are tough in that sense, but I think there's also a graciousness to them in that they're leading us through this time when we're feeling some pretty powerful things. So, on to Easter. We will begin to flirt with Easter, as it were, on Saturday. I don't know exactly what Saturday is going to look like. I might try to be a little creative, because I think that is such a creative liturgy. I want to embody that somehow, but I'm limited with tech. But I do what we can, and I know it'll be beautiful. Um, and then Easter Sunday. I don't know what that's going to look like yet. Um, we'll, we'll find out. So there will be more liturgies posted. The Facebook chat again tonight at 7, or the Facebook Live tonight at 7, and then surprises at the end. Take care of yourself. Again, if you need to reach out, feel free to do so. Contact me on Facebook. You can contact me through the church's page, or you can call the church. I think the number is on the Facebook page, but you can call the church or even text the church, leave a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Please take care and stay safe. God bless.